Hi, it's Mindy from the offgridbarefootgirl.com blog, and I'm going to be starting some of my seeds right now today, and I'm going to be using some back to root seeds. I got like 30 packets from this company. I did a review for them for that on one of my videos, and I'm going to start some that I started last year. I already started some loofahs, and then I'm going to be using these pots. I got 100 pack, and these are 4-inch pots. So it's going to give me plenty of room when I start these a little bit early, so I don't have to do any up potting. I hate up potting. And then I'm just going to use regular multi-use labels to put on the sides of the pots. I wanted to dip popsicle sticks, but I don't have any, and it's snowing outside, and I don't feel like going to the store or making an order just for those. So I'm going to get started. I don't know what I'm going to start with. I should have organized my seeds a little bit better. Hold on. Okay, sorry. I'm going to focus on summer crops that I want to get started early. In the past, I have been struggling with getting them to maturity in time before the first frost. And for some reason, because my summers are extremely hot and triple digits for days on end, and extreme sun and drought. I'm in northern Utah, so we get that, and sometimes the plants have been stunting because it's super hot outside, and even though I try to water, I need to figure out how to do like a shading system out there, but they get stunted and they don't grow very well. So I'm going to get an early start and get these a little bit more mature for the growing season. So I'm going to focus on tomatoes and peppers. Those are what I have to get started now in order to get them a little bit mature and endure the summer. The rest have been doing good, but I like cucumbers and squash and stuff, but my tomatoes and peppers are stunting, and so has the other people in the area, according to my group, or whatever, like gardening group that I'm in, local gardening group. So I'm just going to I will dampen the soil in my kitchen. Right now I'm in my living room. I just use my whole house for gardening. So I'm going to get some tomatoes first. I'm going to focus. I should label my pots first. I'm going to focus on tomatoes. So I'm going to grab all of my tomato seeds. I'm going to do Roma's, cherry, and whatever this is. Beefsteak. That's what I'm going to focus on. Romas are determinate, so they don't grow and grow and grow like for a never-ending vine like beefsteaks do, and they're good for canning projects. So I love a lot of Romas. I'm just splitting my labels in half. You don't need the full label. So we got Roma. I'm probably gonna do 2 seeds, and then whatever. I don't want like two tomato seeds in one pot because that's too crowded for a 4-inch pot. So whatever does best, I just want some germination, will get to live in the pot for the growing season until transplanting time. I'm just gonna get some labels on here. It's a snowy day, so it's a little bit cozy to be doing this. I don't know why I like doing this on snowy days. I guess it just helps me remember that sunny days are ahead when I'm doing gardening indoors. Let's get some of these. I don't know. I think I want to do 10 romas. So I want to do 10 romas. So I want to do, well, romas are not that big. I think I could get away with putting 2 romas in a pot. So maybe I'll do 12 romas. I have garden space out there for romas, that many romas. So I'm going to do that. Why am I not writing on them as I do this? So, Roma. So I said I was going to do 12, 2 Romas in here. And if I do have to separate them, I will. But I don't think I will have to before I put them out in the garden. We'll see. So 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. Romas. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. Okay. Alright, I have all my Romas labeled. I'm going to get soil and all of them. Definitely going to have to do a deep clean in my living room here after this project. That's a great thing about my house when I do this gardening indoors. I have hardwood floors, so it's just makes everything clean up easy. Not a big deal. It's just how I live my life. Okay, so I have a Roma packet here. I will do half. I think I got good germination rate. This is pretty sealed. It's only a year old. I know you're not supposed to do that, but I'm going to do it. I have plenty of time if they don't germinate. This packet is like completely dead. I will use my new packet. So that's one thing that I like starting early is I have time if things mess up to redo things if I have to. So I'm going to make a little hole because I'm just going to sprinkle dirt on top or soil on top. I'm just using like a multi-purpose, all-purpose planting soil mix, potting mix or whatever. Okay, so I'm going to do 2 seeds per pot. That was like 3. Okay, it's dropping like 2 at a time. I need to do better. There we go. I'm just laying my soil flat and then I'll sprinkle soil on top to cover the seeds. Okay, that's plenty. At least I got in the habit of labeling first. That was always my weak area. I would plant everything and I'd forget what seed was what. I'm not doing that this year. I'm not making that mistake. Okay. I'm not going to use these trays for my pots at this moment because I'm going to be using them the trays for growing something else. I want to do some microgreens and other salad stuff. So that's what I'm going to use those for. I want to set my seeds aside, or these romas over here, out of the way until I get to watering them. I don't want to make them fall off the table. Okay, so I got 6 of those, which is 12 plants. I'm done with the Roma seeds. Now, how many beef steaks? Probably, because I do want to do canning, but that's going to be like a huge canning project of its own. I'm definitely going to want fresh eating ones, so that's what beef steaks are for like summer sandwiches and fresh eating for salads and stuff. So I'm going to use, I'll get 2 started in this one. If I have to, I have plenty of these pots, so if I need to separate them, I will. So I'm going to label them as beef steak. These are indeterminate, so these will grow and grow like eternity if you allow it. So these grow, continually grow up a vine or up a trellis and like as a big long vine, and these will not. They grow bushy. Aromas are not indeterminate, so this will give me 4. I do have plenty of space in my garden outside. Do I want more? I am getting cherry. I want to do 2, 4, 6. I want to do 2, 6. I ran out of pots. Wait a second. Yeah, I need more pots. I'll be right back. So I wasn't thinking. I just kept writing. So I got 4. I've made 4 labels, so we're gonna go with it. So I'll get 2, 4, 6, 8 plants of beefsteak. That should be good. I mean, that's plenty for canning and fresh eating. That's a good amount. So, oh, I need soil first. Gonna need more soil. Definitely won't get everything that I want planted today on this day because I have a smaller soil bag, but I will definitely get more soil later, just not on this day because it is snowing outside and I don't want any part of that going out in it. I'll just stay home all day. I don't have anywhere to be. Why should I go out in there? Okay, so let me flatten this out. I'm gonna do 2 seeds per pot. I want to do a lot of canning projects with tomatoes, especially for barbecue sauce. My teenage boys go through that stuff a lot, so fast. So one of them puts it on everything that he eats. So I want to put enough tomato plants in for barbecue. I'm canning barbecue sauce for them. and salsa. They love salsa, so gonna do a lot of salsa too. I want to put salsa in like 4 ounce jars for them. They're teenagers. They love to, when they're playing games and being online with their friends, they love to snack on tortilla chips. So canning um that in that size, canning salsa in those kinds, that size of a jar, I think would be great. They could just grab one off the shelf. I could do different flavors, and they could just grab it off the shelf and, go to their rooms. They live downstairs. They have like their own living room down there and their bedrooms and everything. So they can grab one and go to their room, whatever, and enjoy it. So, alright, I got all of my tomatoes. Nope, I still got cherry. I wanted to put cherry tomatoes. I was thinking of using cherry tomatoes and keeping them in my kitchen garden inside and not ever take them outside. I could use them for indoor salads. Sounds like somebody's walking up into my house, and so trying to figure out who it is. I didn't think anybody was awake yet. I never know if it's a person or an animal or a ghost. Okay, so I'm getting a lot done for this little bag. I didn't write on it. Alright, cherry tomatoes. Oh, yay. Love making a mess. I'll do 2, and I'm definitely not going to keep 2 in if I'm going to be growing them. I don't want a lot inside. And I could, if I do have to bring it outside, if it is too much for or they're not doing well, I'll put them outside in my garden. But I definitely, when I am going to keep these indoors in my kitchen garden, they're definitely not going to stay in these little pots. I'm going to put them in a bigger one for their permanent home. So I don't want a lot of cherry tomatoes. They're just usually just like picked off the vine and tossed into bowls when we're doing like salads and stuff. I don't really preserve with them. They would be great for sun-dried tomatoes, like cutting them in half and doing that, but I rarely ever do that. So I'll put 2 in. Whatever is the winner that looks the healthiest will stay. Oh no, I ripped this whole packet. I'm gonna have to tape it. Gonna have to put this aside so I don't put it over there and forget, and then I pick it up and all the seeds fall over. Alright, so I put 2 in there. I have to tape that back up. Oops. I forgot to cover them. There we go. Alright, what else do I want to start? I have 4 more pots. These will be for peppers. Okay, so I have 4 pots, and I'm going to use these for hot peppers. And I have poblano, jalapeno, habanero, and another jalapeno because I want more jalapeno than anything else. These are mainly for salsa. my salsa garden. So these are for the hot pepper. Poblano. I have to write hot or sweet pepper on there because sometimes I don't know. Like when it says like China dragon or Chinese dragon or California wonder, I have to write either hot or is it sweet because I don't know. So this is other hot pepper habanero. My pepper garden does really well in the hot heat, so I really never have any issues, except for getting them to maturity for the season. It's just, oh yeah, these are jalapeno. They do tolerate jalapeno. How do I spell it? They do tolerate my very hot summers. It's just a matter of getting them mature for harvesting over and over and over, because I sometimes have started them later than I needed, and thinking that because I have a long summer, then they do get to maturity, and then I don't get enough harvest before the cold weather frost comes, and then because they take a really long time to grow, so I'm trying to get an early start so that they're pretty mature by the time they even go out there this summer at the end of spring, so that I can get more harvest than I ever have in the past. They're just so slow growers. Such slow growers. At least in my experience, peppers are extremely slow. They take their time for me. And so I'm going to give them plenty of time. That's why I'm starting them now. It's January. So I hope they have enough time to give me more than I ever got before. Okay, so I'm gonna do jalapeno here. I'm not going to open that jalapeno packet. These are just burpee heirloom seeds for jalapeno, early jalapeno. So this was also jalapeno. I'm gonna do 2 in there. Why did I even do this one? I don't have the seeds in there. So, whatever. Okay, so now I'm going to do habanero. I may label these as seedlings, but when I get in my garden, I will forget what pepper is what. I just know I will. Even if I do a good job of labeling them out there, I've never had built a label that lasts the whole season. And then I don't remember. I should draw a map. I should do that. That's only for my peppers. Like tomatoes and everything else, I can identify easily. I have a hard time identifying what pepper is what. So that's all I need labeling for in my garden. I don't want to pick up a hot pepper thinking I want to taste it while I'm outside and working in my garden. I see a nice juicy pepper growing on one of my vines. I don't know if it's hot or sweet. I don't want to know. If I don't want to have that surprise. So I will have to figure out a labeling system when I get out there, when I have them out there. Okay, so I have a lot of seeds. I want to go water these and put them in the mini greenhouse before I get started on anything else. So I'm going to show you how I water them. Okay, so this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to put it on warm water with a slow, like a rainwater stream. So I can figure out the system with my water. I don't want high water. Whatever. Okay, so I'm gonna let them drain inside my sink here before I take them to the greenhouse. And they'll be under grow lights. Okay, so that should be good for that. Let that drain for a little bit before I take them over. To the greenhouse. Oh yeah, I'm gonna start carrying them. I can't take the camera with. So I got them in my greenhouse indoors, my mini indoor greenhouse. I did get the labels wet. Oops. But I think if I'm more careful next time, it'll be fine. So I planted lettuce and stuff for salad in that container, that tray. And then I will be installing either today or tomorrow a grow light system on this shelf right here, on all of the shelves. But these will be under grow lights within a matter of today or tomorrow. And so I got those. And then I have another shelf down here. I will be putting microgreens and stuff in these trays back there with weighted, you know how microgreens, you put a weight on it and stuff like that. So that's for that. It looks like I have plenty of space for what I need to grow to get seeds started, and I'm excited about that. So I have more to plant, and I also need to get more soil. And at night I close this door. It closes and zips shut, so everything's going to be nice and snug. So I got more pots to fill. So I'm gonna go get some more started. Now I want to start some sweet peppers. So I'm gonna get Sweet California Wonders from Back to Roots. I'm gonna do Chinese Giants. I love these. They were really good, and it's definitely sweet peppers. I don't know why I keep saying sweet potatoes. And more California Wonders from a different brand. California Wonders are wonderful. So I'll grab more pots. I got some more pots. I put a blog post out on my blog. I'll link below. For these pots. I love them because they came with so many. So I'll link that below. Good morning. One of my sons is now awake. He's a senior, so he's going to be heading to his classes. My other one is, I haven't seen him yet this morning, but it's early. He is 18 and he's thinking about college. So he has a conference call with a counselor from college. He wants to do like astronomy. He's on the fence about it. I'm not sure if he's ready for more schoolwork. He graduated last June. Oh, I forgot to write on this. Okay, so this is going to be sweet peppers. California Wonder. California Wonder. This is going to be, I think I'll do 2 sweet banana peppers. Sweet, those are our favorite. When I have family favorites, I will do more of that variety. So banana peppers are definitely our favorite. The kids like doing sandwiches with mayonnaise and sweet peppers and lots of microgreen on there and something else. Can't remember. Okay, so sweet banana, California pepper. Oh, Chinese giant. Oops. I was gonna start bell peppers with this, and now I don't have. Sweet peppers. I don't have an extra pot that I brought in. I'll just put this aside. Definitely gonna start them sometime. I just don't know when. Maybe today. I don't know. I don't know because I'm running out of soil. I wanted to get microgreens started. I don't know if I'm gonna have that enough soil. Because the microgreens that are in my fridge right now in a container, I'm running out of. We like to put those on a lot of different things. And I have some rodents that I feed. Well, one little white fluffy pet mouse. She loves microgreens, but I try not to give it to her in abundance. But she likes to snack on them. But I like to have fresh microgreens. And they're very fast to grow. So, but I do need to get them started because they do take a week. And we're running low in the fridge. So I'm going to do, since this is by me and I have this in my hand, I'm going to do sweet giant or Chinese giant. If I remember right, these were purple and delicious and beautiful. They were like a star in my garden last year. Chinese giants. So they're really good. I didn't know they were going to be purple. Okay, so now, oops. California Wonder is only one. Well, I'm going to have 2 started in here. Am I growing enough pepper plants? So I got, I think I am, because I'm putting 2 in each container, so it's, and I did make a lot of hot peppers, so I think so. I actually still have a bag of frozen peppers in my freezer from last year. I haven't gotten around to using up yet. Mostly because I'm afraid, because I don't know if they're hot or sweet. I don't know how to use it. So I didn't, I wasn't organized last year in my garden and failed a lot of things in my garden because my dad passed away, so I wasn't really in the mood to garden. I'm gonna go water these 4 pots here, so let's go do that. Sorry I took you on like a little ramble. We're gonna go put them in my kitchen sink. Oh no! Okay. I'm gonna put it on like a rain. Oops. I wasn't ready. Okay, let these drain out a little bit. That was a little bit of a harder stream than I wanted. I don't want them dripping in my greenhouse, so I know that's what trays are for, but I'm going to be using my trays for something else. So let's go put this little banana pepper. Where did I was going to put it right here between these 2 trays that are going to be planted with either microgreens or salad kit. Maybe I could do 2 at a time while I have the camera in my hand. I do have projects, separate projects for these these trays, so I have to keep them empty for now because I'm gonna be doing projects with them. Oh, I only got 1 more. See, I love my little mini greenhouse kitchen garden, and they don't have grow lights yet, but I'm working on getting grow lights in all of them. So I have 6 coming. Is it 6? I have 4 panels. Oh yeah, I have 5. So I have 5 panels coming. So I'm gonna do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, or 5. So I have to buy more. So these, well, let me zoom out. Like my kitchen is tiny. So I have not gonna put, these are 4 tiers, but I'm only going to be using not the bottom 2 at the bottom. I'm not going to be putting plants or grow lights at the bottom, so I only need grow lights for 1, 2, 3. Yeah, 6 of them. So I just need 1 more then. I have 5 coming. Then that just means I just need 1 more for that one. So it's a work in progress. I wish I could just get it all done in one swoop, but I don't. And then I have like a indoor mini compost bucket pail container that I take all my kitchen waste that are compostable for the outdoor compost, and then my bag of garden tools. So I'm loving my indoor kitchen. So my goal is to have grow lights set up in there, have a lot of plants growing for all these little pots. They're meant for outdoor transplanting, so they'll be seed starting every season, different seasons and stuff like that. They'll be going outdoors, and then these trays are going to be for regular salads and microgreen indoor kitchen, and then I'm going to have herbs too. So I have strawberries, and the bigger pots are going to be for herbs. I did a video on this and that. These are loofahs back there. And these are going to be indoor strawberries. I don't know if I want to put them in my strawberry tower, but they're going to be indoors. And I have these herbs that I did a video also on, from spade to fork. I definitely need to get grow lights on them ASAP, because we've been having overcast and not a lot. Usually in the summer, this window would be fantastic, but it's winter and white clouds like coverage like the whole sky, so no sunshine. So I have spray bottles. I haven't given any misting to these guys yet this morning, but I will. And I have more pots, and these are all empty. I have to fill. These were just what we just did, except for that tray. Tomatoes and peppers got started. But these trays are definitely going to come in handy for my indoor kitchen that's going to stay indoors and do different projects with them that I will be showing on my blog and everything. And I think I had to toss these bell pepper seeds because they are pretty old. I harvested them from, I don't think it was, I don't think they're going to be good. So I bought a different bell pepper seeds. And these are what I'll be starting outdoors directly. They're not going to be starting, I don't need to do seed starting indoors with those. I don't need to use these little pots for that. I'm just using these pots for things that I do need to transplant, like peppers and tomatoes and everything like that. And I do need to take my doggy outside. But once those herbs are established and no longer need the grow light, they will be back here enjoying the summer sun for my indoor herb garden. So I'm gonna go take my dog outside. He's not patient right now. So thanks for coming along with me while I start seeds.